Prices of replacement car parts have skyrocketed since the pandemic, and that's launched a major boom in counterfeit parts.
KSL's Matt Gephardt explains here it is putting more drivers and passengers at risk than ever before. Matt?
Mike Dini, that's right. Not only are knockoff parts, they can cost you thousands of dollars in damage to your vehicle, they can also cause you to get hurt or possibly even be killed.
Imagine it. You are in a violent car crash, but then instead of an airbag coming out of your steering wheel, you are hit in the face with a dish rag. It sounds cartoonish, but that is a real-life example, according to this report from the Automotive Anti-Counterfeiting Council. It tells tales of counterfeit airbags, counterfeit brake pads, counterfeit wheels that American consumers may unwittingly be buying and installing on their cars. And despite these warning bells having been rung several years ago, the issue is actually getting worse, not better, according to new data from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Border Patrol agents have seized more than 211,000 counterfeit automotive parts in fiscal year 2024, almost doubling the number of counterfeit automotive parts seized the previous year, Homeland Security says. And they have seized more than 490 counterfeit airbags. That is more than 10 times the number of counterfeit airbags seized in fiscal year 2023. But the number that you need to be worried about is one, because just one in your car can spell disaster, says Patrick Olson of Carfax.
There was a woman who was killed in Florida over the last year when her counterfeit airbag exploded, sending shrapnel into her as she was sitting in the car. It's terrifying stuff, and it's happening on an increasing basis.
Carfax has its own data, much of which they collect after an accident. It shows there are a lot of potential victims who, after a crash, are looking for replacement parts, and they need to be on the lookout.
Over the last 2 years, there are 1.9 million times where an airbag went off in the car, and those cars are still on the road. So that's 1.9 million times a scammer has an opportunity to put in a bad airbag.
Carfax says best advice for consumers: go to a mechanic that you trust, ask them to inspect the airbag, ask them to inspect the brakes, ask them to inspect your tires. If you got something you want us to look into, let us know about it. The number 385-707-6153, or you can email me, matt@ksl.com.
That's pretty disturbing. All right, Matt, thank you.